Hello everyone, hope you're doing wonderful. This is Faizan Ansari, a digital marketing professional with a decade of experience working with brand startups and SMEs. Today we are going to talk about 8 steps to achieve or to land into a dream digital marketing job. If you're wondering, if you have been struggling, and if you're willing to build a career in digital marketing, and if you want to get a job in digital marketing, this video is definitely for you. The most important thing is to have an understanding of overall digital marketing ecosystem. Learn about digital marketing overall. I'm not asking you to get into the details of each and every factor or each and every element or each and every pillar of digital marketing. I'm asking you to have an overall understanding of digital marketing, what digital marketing is, why do you need digital marketing, why companies need digital marketing, and get a gist of digital marketing industry. What sort of companies are there? What sort of companies, be it creative agencies, be it performance marketing agencies. So get to know more about these things, get to know more about digital marketing, and get to know more about digital marketing world. The second step that you need to do is look at various career opportunities. What are the job profiles that are available? You need to be understanding all these things. So you should know what are the available job profiles that you can apply for or you can build a career in. So it's not about the job open jobs that you have to look at. You need to look at the career options that you have with digital, be it in social media or SEO or marketing automation or content writing or graphic designing. You need to be just looking at all these career opportunities and know what are the skill sets needed for each and every job profile. So whatever job profiles are available and whatever opportunities are available in digital, list down the skill sets that is needed for each and every profile. The third step is to decide which profile or which path you want to take in digital marketing. It could be SEO, it could be performance marketing, it could be social media marketing. The reason I told you that you need to be listing down each and every profile, be it social media marketing, performance marketing, lead generation, email marketing, SEO. You need to list down all these things, and you need to also list down the skill sets required. Now you need to look at your personality, look at what fits you, look at what suits you based on your skill sets. At the same time, your likes and dislikes, where do you lean, what sort of profile would suit you more. You need to look at your personality and then finally decide a specific job role that you want to land into. For an example, if you're creative, if you love social media, you can look at creating your career in social media marketing. So you have defined that, you have decided that you want to build a career in social media marketing. So then you need to go to the next step. You could be deciding about SEO, you could be deciding about any other thing as well. It totally depends on the job profile and the skill sets needed and your personality and your likings, where exactly you want to go. Now, you have to be doing this. If you don't decide where exactly you want to go, you won't be able to get that job. So if you want to get that amazing job in a specific agency or a company, that we'll talk about later, but you have to first define that. The fourth step is to start acquiring skill sets required for that specific profile. If you don't know the skill sets required, you won't be able to become a successful executive or successful digital marketing person. If you want to become successful in that specific role, first you need to know the skill sets required, and then you need to be acquiring those skill sets. To acquire those skill sets, start to learn and start experimenting. Just don't learn, but you need to learn and implement. So start your blog, start your social media channels, start your social media pages, start experimenting what you are learning. Whatever you are learning, you need to be experimenting and keep building it up while you are learning. Otherwise, you will waste a lot of time learning. But if you're not experimenting, digital marketing is not something that just simply learn and consume like a content. You need to be learning and experimenting, learning and implementing. So by the time you have learned all those skill sets, for an example, for social media, you need to be learning content writing, you need to be learning copywriting, you need to be learning how to write good copy, how to create good content, how to create content that is meaningful, how to create content that connects with your audience. All these things you will be learning. And then what are different platforms, what are the platform strategies, what strategies work for what sort of businesses. All these things, once you have learned and acquired, you have to implement it as well. You have to experiment it as well. So if you have learned XYZ platforms, you should be, implementing that. And so the fifth thing would be building your online profile. Create a LinkedIn profile, create a website. Just buy a domain. It would cost you from 500 rupees to 1000 rupees, or it would cost you, for around $10 or something. So it depends on which domain you want to buy. Go to a free hosting website, or you can even go to wordpress.com, build over there, or any other free website or Wix site. All you have to do is you have to build your own website that becomes your online profile, and plus your LinkedIn profile. These two things are very, very important. At the same time, you need to be creating a professional CV. You need to create a CV, then only you will be able to apply. If you don't have a CV, you don't have the starting communication point. In your CV, you can mention your online profile. In your CV, you can mention your LinkedIn profile. Okay. Now, in a CV, few guidelines that you can follow. Don't create a CV which is really very lengthy, that talks about your old projects of colleges and everything, your childhood dreams and stuff like that. Try to be very specific, the skill sets that you have acquired, the experiments that you have done, because it all depends on that. If you want to get a digital marketing job, and if you don't know what you have, you see, for an example, if I'm an employer, I'm looking at various skill sets. And for social media marketing, I require certain skill sets. I am interested in looking in that. If you have that with some examples that, you are the best fit for my company. So that's what you need to be looking at. What employer is asking, what employer might be looking for. You need to give him easy, handy, in simple headlines. So that's how you need to define. One pager is best. You should create just a single pager CV, have all the links and everything included in it. Make use of Canva, amazing tool. You can go and find out various templates. I have used it so many times, even for my CVs. So you can make use of Canva, create a CV, and land into your dream job. First, this is getting complete understanding of digital. Second thing is getting to know about career opportunities or job profiles and their required skill sets. Third step is to define and finalize and decide which path or which job profile you want to pursue, you want to build a career in. Then fourth step is start learning and acquiring those skill sets and implement it at the same time. Start experimenting and implementing. Learn, implement, and experiment. That's what you need to do in the first four steps. And then the final fifth step is building your own profile, your portfolio, your LinkedIn profile, your CV. These are the three things that are very crucial that you need to be building. Now, in the entire process, whatever you're learning, it's always good to record it through videos or through blogs and keep it documented. Be it through blogs, be it through videos, whichever platform or whichever form of content you're comfortable with, keep building that. At the same time, I have given you a very good trick to connect with companies, offer them free services, and in return you build your portfolio. In return you get some testimonials. In return you learn something new, because when you have learned it and experimented only with yourself, you may fail, you may not do the right stuff. But when you actually work with a company on actual business case, you will get to know what they need, what they lack, and what skill sets you also need to add to your portfolio. Because when you start to do something practically, then you learn more. So it will be a learning and building your portfolio. The fifth step gets over, and from there you need to then the next thing that you need to do is, which is the sixth step. Sixth step is to look for the companies that you love to work with or that you would wish to work with. Don't create 4-5 companies only. Create at least a list of 100 odd companies that you would like to work. It could be based on the profile that you have selected, the city that you live in, or the city you wish to work in. So you need to list down all the different companies. It could be agencies that you want to work in, or it could be direct companies that you want to work in. If you're starting your career in digital, I would recommend start with a digital agency, because you will learn more, you will experience more, and you will grab a lot of knowledge and understanding of overall digital when you work in an agency. Whereas corporate has its another advantages. You learn to drive a complete brand. You learn to drive how to take a brand from one place to another place, but at the same time you get stuck with only one direction and one industry. Whereas with digital marketing agencies, you will get exposure to various different industries. So you should start from a digital agency and then slowly move towards a specific brand or specific industry that you wish to work in. Seventh step is look for simple opportunities. I mean, go to their careers page, go to their LinkedIn profile if they have open opportunities. If they have open opportunities and they are asking, start applying. That would be the seventh step. So start applying to open opportunities wherever is there, whichever profile that they have. I mean, based on your profile, definitely. Where if they have an open opportunity, start applying. Now, they may not have an open opportunity for you. What you have to do is, it's always better that you build a proper solid strategy for the company that you are applying. Let's say, for example, you have seen their couple of works. You go to their work section. If you're applying for an agency, go to their work section, look at the kind of work that they have done, try and think of better ideas and better strategies, better approaches that you can take when it comes to digital, whichever, I mean, be it on social media or SEO or performance marketing. Put up everything, your analysis and the course of action that you want to suggest in a presentation, in a decently presentable format, and then start sending it to the decision makers. Digital agencies, usually you will be easily able to get to the CEO directly. You can get to the VPs. You'll be able to get to the directors. It's not that difficult, because usually digital agency strengths are not that great. Maximum you will get 200-300 people in an agency in a specific country. Small agencies, 30-40 people. You have micro size agencies, 10-15 people. So it's not that difficult. You can go to LinkedIn, do a proper search. You'll be able to connect with them. Tell them this is the profile that you want to apply for, and this is the efforts that you have already taken, analysis you have done, and you have seen these are the missing elements for XYZ client that they handle, and they can maximize on that client activities if they implement these strategies. I'm looking for a job. If you like this presentation, if you like this strategy, please get in touch. So that's how, if they don't have an open position, they might consider opening a position for you, because you have taken a proactive approach. And that has happened even personally with me. I had applied to a company, I had approached a company that I told them, when I was only looking at search and SEO during those period, and slightly I moved towards social media. That's a different story. However, when I was looking only at SEO and search and all those ads, it's long back in 2011, if I'm not wrong. I approached a company. I told them that I'll do the XYZ. These are the things I find it difficult. I mean, that's missing in your overall marketing strategy. If I'll implement these things, you will get XYZ number of customers. They liked the idea. They said, okay, let's implement. Let's work together. And that's how I got with that company. So you can also get on a job. You can also land into the dream job that you are looking at. These are the steps that you need to take. Number one, as I said, I've already recapped completely from first step to fifth step. Already we have given a recap. Next thing that you need to start looking at, look for open opportunities, start applying. Then list down the companies that you wish to work with. List down the companies, start applying. If they don't have an open position, this is the approach you need to take. If you are going to apply for an agency, look for their clientele, what are the missing elements, and where you can add value. Just put it up in a presentation, start sharing with the decision makers. If you want to work for a company, it's even easier. Look at their overall digital marketing plans and strategies, what they are doing, what they're implementing. If you find a loophole, mention that. Put a proper analysis, make use of good tools, and then put up a proper marketing plan, proper digital marketing plan, and share it with the client. Tell them this is what you can do for them. This is where you can add a value, and that's where they will get attracted. They will say, okay, great, let's come and talk. It may happen that your efforts will go in vain. I'm not saying it may not happen. They will just simply take it and implement it, or they'll simply take it and say, okay, it is not valuable. But at least try and get a feedback from them. Tell them, even if you don't hire me, give me a feedback whether my approach was right. I would really appreciate that. So, I mean, it's all about asking. Honestly speaking, there are hundreds of open profiles. You will definitely get through open profiles itself. But if you want to be very specifically going for a specific agency, you need to plan for that. And the best way is to first acquire the skill sets. Build your online profile, build your complete, solid profile, build your portfolio, and then, prepare a proper plan for that specific company, prepare a proper strategy for that specific company, and then reach out to them. Tell them this is what you have done already. So they will get impressed. You will have an edge over other people who are applying for those positions or in those companies. This is all you need to do when you want to get into your dream digital marketing job. If you want my help on a personal basis, if you have some difficulties in getting a job in digital marketing, write to me. I would love to help you all. I would love to help you as much as possible as I can with practicality, considering. So I would like to, help you out in terms of if you have any questions. So I will answer your questions and queries. Follow me on Instagram. My Instagram link is given. Ask your questions through Instagram itself. I will answer all your queries, all your questions, whichever industry you want to get into. If you want to build a career in digital, I would like to help you out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you find it useful, share it with your friends and family. If you're watching it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. On Facebook, like my page. Thank you so much for watching once again. Take care.